Welcome. I just jumped on like a minute sooner so I can find me on my page, make sure that I'm centered and the lighting's good. But I'd like to welcome you if you're joining me live or on the replay. So let's see here. Always takes a minute and so I hope everyone's doing good today. I'm feeling better. Sorry I missed last week. Okay. Oh, here we go. Oh, I look pretty good in the center so you guys can see good. Okay, very good. So if you're joining me, say hello. Be nice to know if you're watching live or the replay or on YouTube because I do share it on YouTube as well. Okay. All right. We will get started. And if you don't catch it right away, you can always go back and watch the replay. But what I'm using today is the Dainty Delight bundle. And it's really a nice set. And then, of course, we got paper that you can get free with a $50 order. The Dainty Flowers paper, which is really nice. And then I also used on the first card, I used a little bit of the Dandy Designs paper. This is a great deal. So you get that free with either a $50 or $100 order. Okay. Let me just find my stuff here. So what I am doing today, try to get organized, is I'm doing this fun fold card. And let's see. Oh, hang on. Let's see. Had to turn off my microphone on my computer. Okay. All right. When you miss a week, you kind of forget how everything goes. But, yep, if you got questions, put them in the comments. I will go back and check all the comments and everything. And instead of, reading every comment. But I like to know if you're watching. But anywho, I am Kelly Agee. I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I am up north in Michigan, in Atlanta. So I'd like to welcome you for joining me. But here is a fun fold card that I did a demonstration for our team, the Rubber Queens, a couple weeks ago, and I just loved it. So there was like another sample, and then I did this card. This isn't a fun fold, this is a regular card, but just using some of the paper. And then the third card will be another fun fold card. Okay, and I'm going to change up the paper a little bit. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to show you how to cut this card. And just to let you know, it fits in a regular envelope, and you will fold this down, and then this goes down just like that. So that's kind of how I did my placement of where I wanted my sentiment and stuff. So, okay. All right. And I glued all these flowers on the first one because I thought, oh gosh, you should have seen I got a new glue thing, and all the glue squirted out. So glad I did that off camera. But the other thing I was going to show you real quick is I did decorate the back, and you can sign your card here, or you could just put white on here, and whatever, if you want to write a little note. But you don't have to decorate the back. I just think it looks really nice. So, okay, my paper is, I moved that over here. So this is 5.5 by 8. So 5.5 by 8, not 8.5, okay? So you're going to score it at 2 inches. And actually, once you make this card, it is really easy to mass produce. So you go 2 inches on each side, okay? And then you put your what I'm using is the 1 1/4 mark right here on this side, because it's easier for me to see. And I'm going to be cutting from 2 inches to 6 inches. So right between these two score lines at 1 1/4, so I'm going to move my blade, and I have tape. I put the score tape on my numbers so I could see them better. So at 1 1/4, you go from 2 inches to 6 inches, and you're actually cutting that. Okay, you're going to turn it around and do the same thing at 1 1/4, and it should be at 2 inches. So you can kind of tell where your blade, the little mark here, is at 2 inches. And then I'm going to go all the way to 6 inches. So you're going to want to make sure that that is cut before you actually move your paper. Make sure it's cut all the way, okay? Now, what we're going to do is I'll just go to my 4-inch mark, and I'm only going to score up to here on both ends, okay? So that's at 4 inches. And I do have a little chart that I can post in the comments after. So I'm going down like 1 1/4. My thing's sticking. And then I'm going to go up 1 1/4. Okay. And then the next thing you're going to do is you're going to go to the 3-inch mark on your score thing, and then you're just going to score from this center from at 3 inches and 5 inches. So I'll show you. So you're going to go down 1 1/4, and then you're going to go to 4, and I think that's 4 1/4. You're going to do that at 3 inches. Okay. And then you're going to move it to 5 inches and do the same thing. Okay. So there we have everything scored and cut. So I think the hardest part about this is kind of trying to get it folded without, bending any of the things. And once I get it all folded, I think it'll make sense to you. Okay, so now I'm going to go right in the center and do the 4-inch. And then I'm going to come back here. I'm going to fold everything in, like up, I should say, okay, to get started. So I'm going to take and burnish these really well. And then you can kind of work. I'm trying to do this so you guys can see without bending. Okay, take one side and get that, and then you can go to the other side. So I think these are the hardest ones to get folded, but if you do what I just did, I got these up, then if you go right to one side, you can fold that, and then the other side, okay? So this is how your card will look. So you're scored at 2 inches and 6 inches. Then you turn, and you got 1 1/4 inch here, and on this side. So then you cut from 2 to 6 inches, okay? Then you come back and you score your 4-inch mark, your center mark. Then you come from 3 inches and 5 inches, and you score just between these two cut lines, okay? So hopefully that makes sense to you. And you can kind of rewatch, and once I do the post a little diagram, I kind of got it marked where it is. I actually have a better picture of this, but this is kind of where you cut and everything, okay? But I'll post that after I'm done. Now, since I'm going to do the front and the back, and I'm using a different designer paper than I had on this card, but you will need 4 of these, 4 of these at this is 1 7/8 by 5 3/8, and then I have 8 of these little pieces that are 1 7/8 by 1 1/8. So you got 1 7/8 by 5 3/8, 1 7/8 by 1 1/8. And then for this part, I use the stitched, the stylish shapes, the dies, and it fits in here perfect. I didn't really measure, but when you put this on, you want to leave enough room so it closes and it's not catching. See, like mine closes really easy, but I have a little lip here. So if you cut it, leave at least 1/8 of an inch. So when you close it, it's not catching your paper. Okay, and then the little back piece is 1 7/8 by 2 7/8. And that's where you could do your little writing or whatever. So I'm going to go ahead and start taping these on. Got a new thing of tape out. Last time I did a live, I ran out of everything. So this is just the 2 biggest squares. And hopefully I'm in the camera here. And I cut these flowers out of the Dainty flower dies. So you got quite a variety, and I love the little daisies. They're so cute. So I'm going to go ahead and start taping this on. So this is a little bit longer than you normally would, but I kind of liked how it went right to the bottom. Well, not right to the bottom, but it filled it in nice. Okay. Make sure that that's even. I don't always use tape, and then I kind of forget to do that little hook thing, so it kind of doesn't get caught on the bottom. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and put them on there. Oh shoot, you know what, I was going to stamp these first, but I didn't stamp the back ones, so that's okay. I'll stamp them after. I can stamp them after, it'll be fine. It's kind of nice though to stamp them before I put them on there. But once you get everything cut, I mean, it really, I mean, I don't know if I want to mass produce these, but you easily could. Okay, so this is the back I'm doing. And I'm going to go ahead and just do these little pieces. Paper's so pretty. We've been so spoiled this winter. Now it's gotten cold. And actually the snow isn't bad, but it's just that it's gotten so cold. So it's kind of nice to have the nice bright colors and cheerful. If I use glue, it'd probably go a little quicker, but that's okay. So did anybody get any of this paper yet? And then this morning, they just released, I am going to save this till after though, so I can take and stamp that, but, oops, flip them over. They released some new celebration items, which is really awesome. I had no idea till yesterday I started seeing where they were going to do that. So, oops, I thought I had another one here. So this is the part that takes a little bit longer, but it's not horrible. So, okay, we're almost done. All right, so we got that. I am going to stamp though before I go any further. And I'm just using, I don't even got my thing on there, I'm just using the flour. And you don't even have to do this, but I just thought it kind of softened it up. And this is the Fresh Freezer, the ink and the paper that I'm using. Forgot to even tell you that. So I'm just doing tone on tone. And if you don't want it that bright, you can take in stamp off once, but I think it's kind of pretty. Just a little bit there, and we're going to try to change it up a little bit. Let's see. And we'll do one right there. And I got a little bit there, but that doesn't matter. And because I'm doing a thank you, I'm just going to do that. That's going to go on the back. And I got a piece of white here. I guess I'm doing a thanks. So we're just going to stamp that. And this is actually from, this is from the Marigold's Moments. So that's all the stamping we're doing on this card. It's mostly the designer paper. Okay. So we can glue this on the back, and then I have a little tip to show you how to do the front too. So let me just get this on. Last time I said my dog was shedding like crazy, still shedding like crazy. But so that's the back. Isn't that kind of pretty? And you can sign your name. But now in the front, I'm going to take in, this would be closed, okay? They'll go in the envelope like that. So I want them, when they open the envelope, to be able to see this. So I'm going to put that right up there like I did the other one. I'm not even going to pop it up. Just going to put it on there. There. Okay, with this, just to show you, I am going to just add glue, but I'm only going to add glue to the center part, because if you add glue here on the back of the flowers here, your little stitch die, it's going to get glue all over, and then you won't be able to close it like you should. There. And then that just closes like that and stands up. So I've got some embellishments. I can find where I put them. Let's see. Kind of moved everything, so. Oh, here they are. Let's see, I think I used these. These are the opaque, the acid back gems. I think that's how you say that. But if not, if you got questions, I can give you the number. I think this is in the new book too. I did use the butterflies on a different one. And those are still available in the big catalog. And I thought about putting a ribbon here, but you know what? It's so pretty. I could have actually put a little lead down here instead. But I just think it's simple, but yet pretty. So this is a really nice set. It's got quite a few colors in it and quite a few gems. So, okay, what do you think on the first card? Do you guys like that little different fun fold? And like I said, this will fold right down like that and fit into your envelope. So, hopefully you guys like it. Which paper do you like better? I'm almost thinking I like this paper better. So, but they're both from the same pack, so either or. Okay, so we got that one. That's card number 1. card number 2 is pretty simple. I did not glue these flowers on. So, but I wanted to show you these little things are dies. Cut these little centers out as well for the daisies. Oh my gosh. So cute. So, let's see. We got our fresh freesia, the cardstock, which is just the basic. Can't lose them. I even cut an extra one out. So, this is your 5.5 by 8.5, and I'm just folding it in half. I'm going to move that over there. So, the other thing I wanted to show you, and I'll keep going, but my white is, this is 3 3/4 by 5, and then I cut my designer paper, 3/4 by, not 3/4, I'm sorry, 3 5/8 by 4 7/8. I'm getting all my numbers, but I think I got this a little too long. I guess that's why I was kind of not thinking right. Yep, I do have that a little too long. I got that at 5, but I want it just a touch bit shorter, so it's nice and even. Okay, so we're just going to layer these, and then I cut a piece of, did I not cut it out? Oh shoot, I thought I did. I thought I cut this piece out, and I don't have my big shot by me, but that is, I take that back, I do. Let me see. Oh, I can't believe I forgot that little piece. But that is this piece right here. And I guess it doesn't matter, but or no, that must be a border die. That's why I didn't cut it out. It's from my border dies. But that's okay. I won't put it on. It'll be fine without it. But I did want to show you. See, I'm forgetting everything. I miss a week and I'm forgetful. I used the designer paper where there was the green and some of the purple. It looks like the rich raspberry. And I just cut that leaf out of there. And I really like how that turned out. I used that for both the second and the third card. And then here's the little daisy die. And then, let's see, this little piece is the part that cuts out the center. So lots of little details there. Okay, so let's go ahead and get this layered. So I just don't have that, but I believe that's from the, it's a die just called the Borders. I'm pretty sure. Although I could have sworn it was in this one. I don't know why. Hopefully I'm not missing it or put it in the wrong thing, because I tend to do that too. I don't know if this is still going to be a little too long. Nope, I guess it'll be fine. I kind of am curious about that. I don't know where my book is, but that's okay. I'll, right here. I gotta see. Nope, it must be the border die one. So, kind of a bummer. And then I have this one. This is a piece that is 1.5 inches by I think that is the 5 inches. I might have to cut a little bit of that. So this is from that same Dainty flower pack. You can hardly really see that, but I just thought it added something to it. So we're just going to go over here. And then I got to cut a little bit off, because I took that little bit off. Okay. All right, so there's that piece. Now I just had this out because I used it for the flowers, the rich raspberry. Okay, so we're going to add this on to the front. gosh, I'm glad I put my flowers the correct way. Yikes, huh? Okay, I'm going to be doing my stamping with the Rich Razzleberry. And I'm just using my little ink and spot. Actually, when I was moving stuff around and cleaning, I don't know if I threw some old pads away that I had, like the old pad and the new pad. And I don't know if I threw this one away by mistake, the Rich Razzleberry, which I probably did. So I'm going to set that there. And on the inside, I'm going to let that dry a minute. Oops, on the inside I even folded this the wrong way. I have Celebrate You. It says sending love during this season of growth for a birthday. So, okay, we are going to stamp this flower, which that was in that one. I think I can be okay. Just going to re-ink that. Okay, that's pretty. And then Celebrate You. And the Celebrate You could have been on the front too. Sometimes I don't mind these little ink and spots, especially for the let's just hope I can get it straight and not ink all over. Pretty good. For the Stamparatus, I think that they work much better. So I hate to jinx myself, but I've been kind of coughing this morning, and it's just the drainage junk. That's why I couldn't really go last week, because I kept coughing every time I talked, and I'm like, eh. And I feel fine. It's just sound awful, but so I hope you guys are all healthy. Okay, and I got that just to kind of center in there. And this is just a little 1/2 inch strip, and then I went like 5/8. So, and it's actually just a little shorter. It's just an extra piece off here. But I had some ink on the bottom, and it covered it perfectly. Okay, so then let's put this inside. All right, and what I'm going to do is glue this down. I didn't pop any of this up. If you add a couple embellishments, I don't know. When I went to the post office, I almost croaked what everything cost to send, but it is what it is. So, and then I just added that right up there like that, and it kind of just blends in nice. And I just kind of added some glue to the leaves. Not crazy, but unless a big glob's going to come out, which I bought some adhesive sheets. I should have actually could have done this with the adhesive sheet, but that's okay. Let me find a spot I don't get glue. Now, don't you just, I just love that cut out of the paper, the colored paper, instead of just like Granny Apple Green or Old Olive or whatever. So, okay, so I'm going to start doing my daisies. Go up a little higher here. I should have had these all together, but let's see. I'm trying not to get them all so even, I guess, but oops. Okay, and then I like to double these. I just think they look nicer, but you don't have to. I did it on my last card, but I did cut out enough to double them if I wanted to. And I think I need a little more glue there. It probably got way too much on there, so let's see. Boy, the sun is out today. It is just beautiful, but very cold. Looks beautiful. Okay, I'm just adding, kind of trying to angle that so they look nice and full. Now I would use a glue dot on this, but if you don't get your glue dot just the right way, then it doesn't, it'll just keep twisting, so. Okay, I almost got it there. And a little bit here. That's why I did them on the first card. I figured you didn't want to watch me put these together for all 3 cards. So now just a little dab of glue for my white center. Hopefully, right? Okay. And I'm going to use my pick 2 and just put them right into place. Purple is one of my favorite colors. Oh, shoot, got that one on the wrong way. Well, let's see. I guess I didn't cut an extra one out with this one. I'm going to have to, that one flipped over on me, but I'm going to leave it. And once it dries, I'm just going to add a little cornstarch on there, and it'll dust right off, and it'll take the stickiness away. So I have a little glue on that side. So the cornstarch is wonderful. It'll take the stickiness away from, you know, like the top of that flour. Or baby powder. But I've always used cornstarch. So, okay, and I just got a little twine that I tied and kind of put on there. And then my butterflies. So let's get my butterflies out of here. I hope these stay or carry over because I do like them. Okay, I'm going to do 3. I'm going to put one right here. Somewhere a little different. There we go. Oops. Kind of dropping everything, as you can probably hear. So, okay, so that is card number 2. The only thing I didn't do is that, so sorry about that. And I'm going to put that on top so it dries. And then we're going to do card number 3. Just move this out of here. So this is a fun fold too, and it's kind of nice. So hopefully I got all the measurements down. So let's see. All right. So this is okay, keep that. This is the Starry Sky, and this is 4.5 by 11, and I scored it at, let's see, no, gotta get my pieces right here, I'm sorry. So this is just scored at 5.5, it's folded in half. Then I have a piece that is 1 3/4 by 5.5, and I scored it at 1.5. Okay, so I'm going to show you what we're going to do. We'll do the front first. This little piece is going to go right in here before we glue that piece down. But what I was going to change on this is I thought about changing this piece instead of having it the lighter. So we're going to see which one you guys like better, okay? So this is 4 by 5 1/4, and I have 2 of them because one's going to go on the inside. And then I have one piece that is 1.5 by 3 3/4. Okay, and then once again I cut my leaves out of the paper, which is really pretty. So I just wanted to kind of show you that. Okay, and let's see. Oh, this is for the inside too. So this is, let me see. I made this a while ago, so I'm kind of forgetful about what I did. But this piece on the inside is, this is 3 1/4 by 4 1/4, okay? So let's just go ahead and start layering. So I'm going to put this piece on the front. I'm going to just use my glue. I'm so used to using glue over tape. So this is just the normal size. It's going to go there. Plus I like using glue because it gives me a little wiggle room, okay? So what we're going to do here, is you're going to want that kind of centered. So I'm going to put glue right here on this tab that's going to go right even with that. You want to put enough. You can do tape or glue, either one. Okay, and you're going to want it kind of centered, so I think my biggest thing is just to make sure that that will close. So when you put that down, I just quickly put that down and made sure. I did have to pull it out a little bit, but with the glue, it kind of pulled out easy and it was in the right spot, okay? So on the center, I got this piece that's going to go right over that, and then this other little piece. And I'm just going to stamp my flowers, which I'm going to grab. Let's see, I'm going to grab a different set. I'm going to grab this one, because I used this and I used a different color. I'm going to use the Starry Night. And it just is a thank you, so I'm just going to stamp the flower, and then you can write a little note. Okay, so just like that. And let me do the thank you, if I can get this on here. Hopefully that's going to be pretty close. Let's try this one. That one's a little bit wider. Oh, not quite even. There, that's much better. Sometimes you got to pull the one end of the stamp down because of the writing. Okay, so let's go ahead and put this on. I am having a retreat on April 15th, and I am very excited. I have the cards to kind of show you if you're interested. I know some have signed up already, which is fun. I'm really excited. I was going to have it in June, but you know what? I thought everyone's busy in June, and then graduations and everything else. So, okay. So we're going to add this piece on here, okay? So I'm just going to add that on there. All right, from the Stylish Frames, same thing, and I'm just going to glue that on. I didn't stamp on there. I could have, but I didn't. Okay, and I'm going to add, what I did with this is, because I didn't want it hanging way out, so I just took and I kind of snipped it in half. Okay, and I'm just going to add these two pieces on there. You can just add the one piece if you want, but get some glue out of there. Alright, so I'm going to add the other part. I'm just randomly putting a little glue on the flowers wherever. And just kind of up a little bit and over. Okay. Now we're going to do these flowers, and I cut them out of the Starry Night as well. Hopefully I don't lose any of my little centers. Okay, so we got, oh look, I got one stuck to me. So I'm just kind of doing the same thing here. Let's see, I want to maybe get that one there. And I'm going to put the other half one right there. But my glue is like, it's coming out, but I know if I push too hard, it's really going to pop out. So, where did I do that glue? Did I had it over here? We'll see if I got in the right spot. Maybe not. Okay. I'm going to add a little glue to this. It's like I'm trying to be so careful to just squeeze a little out. And then we're going to do there. And one down here. Now off this one, I'm not going to do two. The way those centers are so tiny, I'll be lucky to get that on. What do you guys think? Do you like it better with two or with one of the petals? I think with the two. Let me see, I'm just trying to... It's like you gotta get it just right or else they kind of still line up. Alright. There we go. Just have to turn it a tad bit more. And this one, let's see. Not too bad, I guess. Probably a good thing I'm using glue. So I got a little time to work there. Okay, so now we're going to do the centers. Sorry, I could have had this part done, but I don't know. It is a little tedious, this part. I probably got way too much glue there, but it is pretty, so. Okay, so let's get our little centers the right way. Tiny, tiny little pieces. And this one, gotta get it with the kind of the bump on top. There we go. Ah, nice. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, since this is together, I'm just going to put a little glue because I want this to be right here. Be able to do it like that. So I'm just going to put a little glue on here, just on that edge. Okay. Just like that, and then hopefully none got on the back, so that will close like that. And then I'm going to just snip this. And I am going to pop this up. Let me get my big ones. So, my mistake on the back. So now, if you place a $35 order with me using my host code, let's put that right there. by midnight on Sunday, and it has to be $35 in product, I will send you the stuff to make these 3 cards. Everything will be cut out. I can't stamp, but you can put your own sayings on here, but everything will be cut out, the little flowers. So you'll get 3 of these cards free from me to take and create yourself. Okay, so there's a glue dot. I did a double bow using the ribbon, the Starry Sky ribbon. Okay, and then I do have, and I only did 1 embellishment on here, but let me see, they're the in color matted dots. And I wanted to use the dark one. Let's see. Just sticking this off here. So I'm just going to grab one of these dark ones and put on here. There, that's all that you need. And I think it's perfect. What do you guys think? Do you like the cards? Which one do you like better? Do you like the, I think I almost like this one better, but they're both actually very pretty. So yeah, let me know what you think. There's these, but let me show you. Okay, first of all, I got my Chick Card Club, which is a monthly card club. You get 8 cards to make. There's 4 designs, 2 each. But these are this month's cards. They're beautiful. Lighting the Way. Even if you don't have the stamp set, you can change out the sayings. But, you know, I'm going to be cutting out everything that you need. It's just nothing could be stamped. But the thing is, the class is $41.50, and that includes your shipping. And you get about $23 worth of product and 8 cards to create with envelopes. Okay, but the sign-up date for that, it's called Chick because we're the stamped chicks. So it's my Chick card club, but that is by the 10th of every month. And you can join any month you want. Okay, and after 6 months in a row, they have to be in a row that you stay with me, you'll get a $25 product of your choice. So, and I send it to you, okay? But here is, for my retreat on April 15th, the main class is the Marigold Moments. So these are the cards. We'll be doing 4 cards, and I'm going to do a 3D project yet. And you get a lot of product with that. So that is like $55 if you do the early bird by February 12th. And I only have so much room. So once that fills up, that's it. And then I also have this to go. So you would get, you know, your pillow gifts and all the product and that stuff to do. And then I have 3 add-on classes, which if you're not coming, you can only do the 2 because we're playing bingo. But one of the classes is Playing in the Rain. And oh my gosh, look at this one. Same card that I did there. And then another little fun fold. And I got this fun fold and another card. So you'll be getting product with that and 4 cards you'll be making. I kind of did a survey to see if people wanted 4 cards or 8 cards. And sometimes I think when you do 8 cards, it's fine. But it's a little time consuming. So I don't want them being stressed out. And then the next class that add on is Legendary Ride. And this one is $35. But you get these beautiful cards. You get the paper, and then, you know, you'll be making these. I just think they're so cool. So they're worth it because you're really just, you know, the card class is kind of more the product that you're getting, but you'll have plenty of product to go home and make more cards of your choice. So the marigolds is the main thing that is like $55, and then your pillow gifts and product. And then I got the 3 classes if you're attending to add on, okay? But, so these cards, if you want to make them, just place a $35 order or more. It has to be 35 in product. Use my host code, which I have listed on top, and I will send you to do, you'll be able to make 3 cards. 1 of each, okay? But, so, I hope you guys like a little different fun folds and stuff, so, okay? But have a great week, and I will see you here next Wednesday at 10. Thank you. Bye-bye. If you got questions, just let me know.